Hello, friend. In the sort of semi-series called Tutorials That You Did Not Ask For But You're Getting Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you about stock imagery because lots of businesses use stock imagery, and if you can't afford to have a photographer on hand 24/7, stock imagery is a great tool. But one of the things that people often get wrong with stock imagery is using stuff that is been used 1,000 times before, isn't quite relevant, doesn't quite feel on brand, and it's often to do with the search that you perform. Now, if you've seen these before, you'll know I am an Adobe Express global ambassador. Global, not just like UK, global ambassador. And I'm a global ambassador because I really love the Adobe Express product, and today I want to show you how I am using Adobe Express to hunt out better stock images that fit with my brand. So, using the technology that's available, let me show you exactly how I'm doing it. Let me just squish you down here. So here I am in Adobe Express, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create something from scratch. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on this plus button here. I'm going to, what should I do? Let's create an Instagram post for argument's sake. There we go. Now, fun fact, did you know this square image, not the preferred one by Instagram? Let's resize that and resize it to the new Instagram portrait size, just so it's absolutely optimal. That was easy. And I'm really just going to click on the photo section here and search Adobe stock. Now, what I'm going to try and produce here is something about podcasting, right? So I want to promote maybe a blog that I have written about podcasting. So I'm going to put in the word podcast here, and a really quick search of Adobe stock imagery gives me all these items. Now, obviously that's quite varied, and I could search and search and search and search and search and search for one that I feel is appropriate. That's great, but how about we save a little bit of time? 61,500 results, a lot to trail through. But my colours, or my brand colours for like my media, are yellow and blue. So why don't I say yellow background? And just by putting in that little bit of a definition, suddenly I've actually got a huge amount of choice. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose this one here. There we go. And let me resize that. And that kind of gives me what I want here. Brilliant. Happy days. So what else could I do there? Well, that looks a little bit generic here. So instead, let me go and let's go and blank that out, shall we? Let's just go to shapes. Let's go to rectangle. Let's change the color of that, shall we? Let's change that to white. There we go. Fit that down there. Squeeze that over there. Great. I've now got. Was that white though? Oh, it wasn't quite white, was it? I tell you what we'll do is we'll use this search tool here. There we go. So I've actually filled that out now, and if I wanted to. Let's have a look, see what else I can do here. I could certainly put in my company logo in here perhaps, and I could make it look like a Like Mind Media podcast. You see how it takes the angles absolutely spot on, and maybe I'll put a play button here so that it looks like a podcast that I've made up. So again, let me just change the color. Change that to the yellow that we like. Fit the angle. There we go. Line it up. And now, oh, it's not actually. No, this is no good. Let's look at this. Let's move that back in. Right, there we go. A little bit of tinkering about. Suddenly, I have got an image that is branded with my colors. I've blanked out the existing stuff that was on the phone, put my own logo on it, and turned it into something which I like to think looks semi-professional at the very least. So I hope that was a very straightforward tutorial that you can see exactly how I can do that. There's lots of different options in Adobe Express, but the key thing that I've shown you there is about the search. Using the search or using more key descriptive words in the search means you'll actually produce a better result for your brand, for your business, and that makes your content stand out more.